2018 marks a century of traditions at Camp Wanatosca. For 100 years, thousands of campers have grown up beside this land of laughing waters.
People think of summer and they think of camp. It is just a sense of family and community that you don't find in other places.
Wanatosca's symbolic Maltese cross represents the different parts of a camper's growth. After the final Holy Grail night, a camper goes back home strengthened physically, mentally, spiritually, and socially. The Lord is good to me. Cap Garman began coming to camp when she was only a few weeks old. Her family helped start the camp in 1918, welcoming both boys and girls.
At that time, Highway 78, I think it wasn't paved, and the way to get out here took 3 hours on a really good time. And it was extremely rustic. They rode the train to a little community of Brompton and then walked 5 miles to camp in their dresses and hats, because you didn't ride the train. You dressed up to ride the train.
Elin Glenn's great-grandmother was a camper at the very first session at Wanatosca.
And they would go and gather hay and put it in a mattress, and that's where they would sleep. And they would bathe in the creek because there weren't big bathhouses. And so it's very special to me to follow in her footsteps and do the same things that she did, but then also see camp grow and expand and have more new programming that reaches kids today too.
Daddy, his thoughts were, for any camp to exist, it had to have traditions and it had to have character. And traditions, my gosh, we have so many traditions.
Some of the most beloved traditions include Indian night, evening hillside, Bible lessons, singing the blessings at every meal, country night, and the final Holy Grail night.
And walking across the bridge, there's the friendship tree. If you walk on the same side of that tree, you'll be friends forever. I feel so privileged to have known so many people for so many years and seen camp progress for so many years.
Still to this day, Camp Wanatosca remains a private, not-for-profit summer camp that's run by a volunteer board of directors and a loyal alumni network. James Barnes is the current chairman of the Camp Wanatosca board. He became a full-time camper at 6 years old, and camp has remained part of his life ever since.
From 6 to 23, I was either a camper, a leader, a summer staff member, a dishwasher. If there was a job that I could do to keep me at camp, I would do it.
Both James and Elin say that they enjoy looking to what the next 100 years holds for Camp Wanatosca.
We want to continue to be this natural place full of God's beauty and full of activities that you don't get in other places. But we also want to make sure that we do allow for more campers to experience this. Create a spot where we can have additional cabins and more weeks of camp, and make sure that we can encourage future generations to see this beauty and be a little disconnected from the day-to-day world.
What we really want is for them to get away from the distractions and hustle and bustle of everyday life and to really just be outside in nature, learn about themselves, learn about how to live their best life.
This centennial 4th of July will be extra special at Camp Wanatosca. Camp alumni are invited out for a day of family fun activities that will conclude with a fireworks show. Camp staff also invites a new generation of campers to take part in unique Camp Wanatosca traditions, grow in their faith, and cultivate lifelong friendships. In Pell City, Lillian Lalo, CBS 42 Living Local.